Kompetisi semoga sukses, Pos Kupang selalu jaya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam, salve, om santi, 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 om namo buddhaya. Salam kebajikan, salam sejahtera, salam sehat untuk kita semua. Terima kasih.
Sobat Genre, banyak banget jomblo yang pada baper ngeliat temennya nikah duluan. Apalagi yang nikah masih pada muda. Padahal nikah itu bukan akhir cerita cinta loh, melainkan awal perjuangan panjang.
Makanya jangan sampai asal halal doang. Banyak yang perlu dipersiapkan sebelum kita memasuki pintu pernikahan. Begitu menikah, kamu sudah harus siap menjadi orang tua, sob. Kamu harus rela menghabiskan waktumu untuk mengurus anak, mencari nafkah untuk keluarga. Nah, banyak yang lupa mempersiapkan mental untuk menjadi seorang ibu atau ayah. Hasilnya, setelah menikah malah merasa terpenjara. Ingat ya, yang salah bukan pernikahannya, tapi ketidaksiapan dalam memikul tanggung jawab. Jangan cuma pikirin yang enak-enaknya saja setelah menikah. Yang tadinya cinta, bisa loh berubah jadi benci. Kenapa? Banyak pertengkaran antara suami istri terjadi karena belum matangnya mental saat menikah. Sama-sama masih egois, sama-sama belum bisa mengendalikan diri. Sehingga banyak pernikahan retak atau bahkan tumbang akibat kurang kesiapan mental ini. Jadi ketika ingin menikah, bukan soal gedung resepsi, baju pengantin, atau wedding organizer dulu ya guys, melainkan persiapan diri dan calon pasangan terlebih dahulu. Setidaknya ada 4 persiapan yang perlu diperhatikan. Pertama, persiapan fisik, mental, finansial, dan wawasan.
So, jangan sampai menikah sekedar asal-asal saja ya guys. Tapi pastikan dirimu mempersiapkan sebaik-baiknya, agar rumah tanggamu menjadi surga di dunia, bukan malah sebaliknya.
Semoga bermanfaat ya guys.
Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome to Pos Kupang English Speech Competition 2024. This is our last day on first session. My name is Bimo and I'll be your host for today. We're about to start the competition with the first contestant today. It's gonna be number 211, Martha Juliani Nagomena. And everyone, here are our rules for this competition. Very well, that was our rules in this competition, and once again, we are about to start with the first contestant today, number 211, Martha Juliani Nagomena from SMAS Katolik Regina Pacis Bejawa. Hi Martha. Very well. How are you doing today, Martha? Okay, cool. Sweet. All right, Martha. We are ready when you are ready. Very well. That was Marta Juliana Gomena for the first contestant today. Next up, we have number 212. This is Merlin Kristen Kase. Hi, Merlin. Am I audible to you? Okay, sure. Merlin, if you're ready, you can start your speech. Thank you. Hi, Merlin. If you're ready, then you can start your speech. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Abraham Lincoln. He said that election belongs to a citizen. Democracy is government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So let us create the good and the better quality of our general election to prove that Indonesia is a mature democracy nation, as I have explained in my speech. Shalom, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Namo Buddhaya, Om Santi Santi Om, Salve, Salam Pancasila. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Merlin. Yeah, hello, Merlin.
Hello.
Yeah, I would like to ask you one simple question regarding your speech. So, according to you, how to create a peaceful general election? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your question given to me, and I will try to answer your question. According to me, to create the peaceful election in our general election, we have to practice 5 points as I have explained in my speech. They are: first, election are held based on lubar juril principle; two, rejecting all form of spreading hoax issues; rejecting sara politics, don't have to practice money politics and peace; and neutrality of ASN, Polri, and TNI. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Merlin. Good luck.
Very well. That was number 212, Madeline Kristen Kessler. And now we're about to move to number 213. Number 213 from SMS Katolik Regina Pacis Bajawa as well. Kristanti Ekasari Brata. Hi Kristanti. So Kristanti has left our Zoom. Then we move to number 214. 214. Cecilia Delima Oce from SMA SK Santo Marcus Pateng. She's joining our Zoom. Okay, Cecilia is here. Hi Cecilia. Hi Cecilia. Am I audible to you? Perfect. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Sweet. Alright, Cecilia. If you are ready, then you can start your speech. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable Judges, Rehana Romo is and also my beloved friends. Thank you for the chance that was given to me, so I can stand here to give a speech. Before my speech, I need to introduce myself. My name is Cecilia Delima Oce. I am a student of Santo Marcus Pateng. The theme of my speech is peace. First of all, let us give thanks to God for all his blessings and blessings that we together in this place. On this occasion, I am very interested in talking about realizing peaceful election, starting with yourself. There are tips on regarding to realize that topic. The first, don't be easily provoked by provocative issues. The second, don't get out politics with non-nationality. The third, rejecting the politicization of religion. Democracy is a form of government. System power is held by the people or citizens directly or through representatives they elect. The term democracy comes from ancient Greek, where demos means people, means power or government. So, peaceful elections are a manifestation of the success of democracy. The following are explanations of the efforts to realize the success of democracy. First, provocative issues are issues that spread or harass opponents to political opponents that can cause chaos. Nowadays, lots of people can access social media. So use social media to challenge other people, especially their political opponents, by changing news the to perception that the whole words. I invite us as also the next generation also be answered by this kind of news. We can see and assess the issue from various points of view to avoid the negative responses that can lead to peaceful election. Second, narratives that can be misunited are the efforts of certain parties who want to try to the past by bringing up race, ethnicity, and reform of space to political opponents. We, as the nation's next generation, must be smarter in saying and assessing every conversation issued by political opponents. If we find any of the narratives mentioned above, we can report them to the Election Supervisory Agency or BASU or the police. The third, we have to reject identity politics in the name of religion, because religion is a very sensitive thing to talk about. We must be smart in choosing potential leaders who have a vision and mission in line with our hopes and the needs of the nation, not choosing just because they share the same religion. So, I conclude that efforts to realize peaceful election have been several of the above, such as not being easily provoked by provocative issues, not carrying out politics with narratives that can be negative, and rejecting the politicization of religion. Let us create peaceful election by implementing the three points above as a manifestation of the sign of it. So that's all of my speech today. Thank you for your attention.
Yeah, thank you, Cecilia. Yeah, hello, Cecilia. Is my voice audible? Can you hear my voice?
Judges.
Can you hear my voice clearly?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, Cecilia, I would like to ask you one simple question. So, what do you mean by identity politics?
Excuse me, Judges, repeat your question, please.
Yeah, what do you mean by identity politics? Thank you.
Identity is know these issues, not this hot issue, as an example of religion identity is a statement of honest and honest supporter as a candidate of Indonesian president said that if we chose Amin and honest and honest, we will heaven, but we don't. We are all sin. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Cecil. Good luck.
Thank you, judges.
Thank you, Cecil and Pafiki. And that was our contestant number 214. We are now about to move to number 215. Do we have 215? No? Okay, so next we have 216. 216, it's gonna be Reno Damaledo from SMA Dian Harapan Kupang. Hi Reno.
Hello.
Cool. So your camera is good, your audio is good. We are ready when you are ready, Reno.
Oh, very well. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished juries, and fellow speakers, in under 2 weeks now, the 2024 elections will be held. With it, we are reminded that free and fair elections are a manifestation of the peace and democracy we uphold so highly in our nation. It highlights the values of confidentiality, honesty, and justice we all aspire for, something we take for granted, but something we can be proud of. However, during this time that comes every half a decade, also comes an underlying atmosphere of tension. That is why I, Reno Damaledo from Dian Harapan High School, am honored to be speaking about this matter today. Indonesia has a slightly rough history with peace and democracy. A democracy puts power in the hands of the people, but at certain times, all our power was vested in only one person. From this valuable history, we gain a deeper understanding that our responsibilities as citizens is to continue the legacy of our heroes as immortalized in Pancasila and the Constitution by maintaining and sustaining peace and democracy in Indonesia. As a high school student, I am very grateful to live in an Indonesia that has successfully transitioned from an authoritarian state to become the world's third largest democracy. A democratic and peaceful society like Indonesia thrives when its citizens respect and adhere to the rule of law, including laws on how the elections are conducted. However, not everything fits within this ideal framework. After all, peaceful means more than having no riots during election season, and democratic means more than having unrigged elections. One simple obstruction of this key principle are hoaxes. Let me ask you, who likes being fooled? Some people may dismiss hoaxes as a minor problem, but in reality, it deceives us and manipulates your right to elect and be elected through means of black campaigns, hate speech, and disinformation. Then there's money politics, including buying votes. It is a human right to vote, and it is your chance to decide the direction our country will step into. And is that something you want to toss around, something you want to put on sale? Now, imagine your identity, the core of your being, used as a bait to catch someone else's vote. Our country is big and diverse and strives for unity in diversity, but that is all hypocritical if the institution created to protect, serve, and represent us uses it as a platform to divide and conquer. But rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, our country will not stay quiet shall the rights of its citizens be obstructed. The Bawaslu has launched educational and supervisional programs to combat these problems. But then again, as is in a democracy, the choice is in our hands. Do we choose to spread hate, believe in groundless news, let our votes be bought, or let our country fall apart because of someone's remarks? It is in our best interest to maintain peace, order, and democracy, especially as February 14th looms ever closer. As Abraham Lincoln said after restoring peace in the US, the ballot is stronger than the bullet. In this election, we will exercise our power to vote and use our ballot cards to voice our aspirations for our nation, to build our country. And that is why I encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, to use your vote wisely, because remember, here you are respected. Here, your vote matters, and your vote decides the future of democracy, the future of peace and prosperity. Your vote decides our collective future in our beloved Republic of Indonesia. So that is why, ladies and gentlemen, you should vote wisely. And that is why you can have a happy vote. And thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Reno. So, Reno, hello,
Yeah.
Reno.
Hello.
There is a simple question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how to be a wise voter? Thank you.
Very well, thank you for the question. So as I mentioned in our speech, it is our responsibility to make this election fair and free. And that means being a wise voter. And to be a wise voter, we have to do things like preventing hate speech, so we don't spread it and we don't endorse it. And we also have to not let our votes be bought by candidates or others, and we also avoid using others' identities against them. That is all from me. Thank you.
Awesome. Pak Vicky, do you hear the answer of Renu? Seems like Pak Vicky has a problem with the connection, but Pak Tyson, did you hear the answer of Renu, Pak Tyson? So let me check the confirmation first on the WhatsApp group.
I'm here. My camera is just having a driver problem at the moment, but I'm here.
Sure, no problem. But the answer from Reno, did you get it?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much, Tyson, for the confirmation.
Yep.
Thank you, Reno, for the speech.
Thank you, and thank you to
Thank you so
Poskopang
much.
and
Sounds good.
Luck. Okay.
Thank
Well,
you.
Perfect. Thank you, Bapak Tyson. So we move to our next contestant from SMAN 7 Kupang, number 217. She's Marta Herewila. Hi, Marta.
Hi, sir.
Cool. So you can hear me. All right, Marta, you can start your speech when you are ready.
Good morning, everyone. My respect guests to the community and jury of this competition, and all my friends who took part in this competition. Before I deliver my speech, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Marta Hervila, comes from SMA Negeri 7 Kota Kupang, and we shall give thanks to God Almighty because we are still given the opportunity to see each other. Today, I want to talk about the importance of peaceful and democratic elections. Elections are a moment when we as citizens can choose leaders and determine the directions of our country. First of all, peaceful elections are very important. This means that everyone must respect democratic principles and human rights. We must keep violence and intimidation out of the electoral process. Everyone shall be free to express their opinion without fear of repressions. Apart from that, peaceful elections also require justice and transparency. All candidates must have the same opportunity to compete and gain support. The election process, from registration to vote counting, must be carried out openly and honestly. Furthermore, democratic elections are the right of every citizen. There is no discrimination based on ethnicity, religion, race, or gender. Everyone has the right to vote and be elected. Democratic elections also respect freedom of opinion and expression. Active involvement of the community is also important in democratic elections. Everyone must participate as voters and candidates. In this way, the people's voice can be well respected. Community involvement also helps private vote in elections. Finally, peaceful and democratic elections are an important foundation in building a just and prosperous country. With peaceful elections, we can prevent conflict and maintaining unity. With democratic elections, the people's voice can truly heard and respected. Maybe this is all I can say. Thank you for your attention, brothers and sisters. Let us all commit to maintain peaceful and democratic elections. Let's super a fair, honest, and transparent election process. In this way, we can build a democratic, stable, and prosperous country. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We are waiting for Pak Vicky. for the question. If you wish to wait, Martha. So, Pak Vicky. Pak Vicky, that was Martha.
Yeah, hello, Pak Bimo.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I had trouble with my internet connection, so I just joined
Sure.
again.
But did you get the Martha speech? And do you have any question regarding the script or regarding to our elections?
Yeah, Martha. Hello, Martha. Yeah. So Martha, I would like to ask you one simple question. So according to your opinion, what should we do to avoid hoax from the general elections? Thank you.
Okay. You can help me? Answer? I don't know.
Okay. Pak Vicky, we're waiting for Martha to unmute her mic. Okay, cool. Martha? Sweet.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for your question, sir. And my answer about the demo. Can you help question?
Yeah, hello, Martha. I asked you about how to prevent general elections from hoax. Thank you.
Hoax. Okay. Okay. There is no discrimination based on ethnicity, religion, race, or gender. And elections are held. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Martha.
Okay. Pak Vicky and Martha, have you guys finished the Q&A session? Pak Vicky?
Yeah, Pak. Yeah, Pak Bimo, what can I do for you, Pak Bimo?
Okay, sure. Thank you so much, Pak Vicky and Martha.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So that was our contestant number 217, Martha. We are moving to Olivia Ing Nuria Hitarihun from SMK Negeri 1 Keva Mananu. Olivia, she's not joining our Zoom yet. Okay, cool. We're moving to number 219, Monica Elizabeth Chandra from SMA Dian Harapan Kupang. Monica.
Hello, am I audible?
Elizabeth Chandra. Yes. Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Can I start?
So should I call you with Monica or Elizabeth or Chandra?
Just Monica is fine.
Okay, cool. So I'll call you Chandra. Chandra,
Oh God.
when you're ready.
Okay then. I'll be starting now. To the honored juries, teachers, and fellow participants, I'll start this off by saying good day, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well on this fine Tuesday. My name is Monica Chandra from Dian Harapan Senior High School, and I'd first like to thank everyone for the opportunity and chance given to me to be here in all of your presence. Now, with all the new faces lining the streets, and with the mere amount of billboards with every single corner you take, everyone knows that the election season is right around the corner. However, let's not forget to stay and live in the current moment and realize that there might be some possible issues that we might face with the upcoming 2024 election. Ever heard of hoaxes? What would define a hoax, and what would it even mean to have a hoax in an election? Well, according to Oxford Languages, a hoax could be defined as either a humorous or a malicious attempt at deception. Examples could be like false accusations, false promises. Okay, well, let's shimmy it down a little bit more. What would count as a hoax in an election? Here's an example. A candidate blatantly lying or making a false promise to achieve something that is not according to the country's current situation, nor would it be beneficial in the near future. To tie together hoaxes in an election is obviously a very daring move to do, but what if there are some who dare to try exactly that? After all, not all of us could be there to attend the conferences live, nor would we be able to see what happens where there are no peering eyes. I'm sure that itself was an earful, but hear me out. All points made by a candidate and promises and things to achieve should be a realistic and progressive achievement to be made. It should have concrete planning, execution, and proper evaluation, not just to be on paper, but it should be brought to reality. In this case, that is what it takes to be transparent. That is what we would need to build a country, to build our country. To lie to gain more votes in an election means to put a country at stake. After all, what would you do when the people of the country that you once promised fully upon to lose all of its trust on you because you yourself have dug in a grave too deep? An election running on lies would only lead to chaos. It would make people lose its tight-knit relationship and for people to just lose their democracy. It would cause chaos, whether it be economically, socially, and or by law. Of course, well, the media and press themselves aren't the only people possible to be blamed for this. After all, who said that the people themselves aren't the only reason to cause more of this false information to spread wild? The people. It's our ability and our greed to cause more chaos that makes this a huge mess. We, as a country built upon democracy, should all be fair and vote based on objectivity. Again, the media is in arm's reach and a finger's touch even. At times like this, I would be the one to remind us all to take a step back and be cautious on the internet. We should all look at everything from the bigger picture. If you still haven't gotten the gist of it, what I'm saying is that we all mostly depend on the surface information, what we call the media, the internet where everyone has access to it and to say anything on it. It's what allows us to give us rights to be able to vote for the people who we decide is wisest and best to bestow themselves upon our country and lead it as a whole. So, to the people, let's not deceive and be what would achieve democracy. And to the candidates, let's all not take this chance with greed. Again, I would remind us all that all it takes is one single rumor to spread a wild and cause chaos. It would put our country at stake. Ladies and gentlemen, I firmly believe and encourage us all to be able to do this election with discussion and not with precaution. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Chandra. Yeah, Chandra, I would like to ask you one simple question regarding your speech. So, in your opinion, what is the best way to overcome hoax? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. I'd like to answer that. So, speaking and regarding the fact that hoaxes are spread throughout the media, we as people should not believe something that's merely served on the media as the way it is. We should take everything with what they say a grain of salt and do our own research based on how real and how actually accurate this thing is, how real the depiction is, and how if it's actually a hoax or not. We should look for any sort of supporting information in regards of it and not just depend on like one source to be our answer to everything. I feel that would be my personal opinion on that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Chandra. Good luck.
Thank you as well.
Amazing. That was Chandra, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, next up, after Monica, we have number 220, Adrianus Junang. Do we have Adrianus Junang? Yeah, number 220, Adrianus Junang. Am I audible to you? Alright, the handsome boy, ladies and gentlemen, this is number 220, Adrianus Junang from SMA Katolik Santo Yosef Frei Na Demets. We are ready when you are ready.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salve, good morning, and peace to all of us. Our respected principal, judges, and teachers. My name is Adrianus Junang. You can call me Jun. I'm a student in Santo Yosef Frei Na Demets from Sumba. And I will be delivering a speech. The theme for the speech is hoax-free election. Ladies and gentlemen, to start, I'm going to be telling you guys about a bit of a background story. And to start, the funny thing is, I'm not even qualified to vote because I'm not at the right age. But my father, my sister, and my fellow friends is taking an interest on this election. So I got curious, and after seeing the campaign, I'm starting to understand what makes it so interesting. So you must be wondering, how can hoax actually interfere with the election? Well, hoax can actually influence an individual's way of thinking and making them feel like the candidate is not the right person to be the president of our nation. The cause of hoax or the impact of hoax is actually really serious in this matter because hoax can influence the result of the vote, making them feel like the candidate is not qualified enough to be the president of this nation. Also, the result of the election is determined by the people's vote, and that is why vote can be bad for the election. I've been keeping up with the news of this year's election, and I've been seeing a lot of false news going around. And this year's election in particular is really interesting because one of the candidates is actually a young guy named Gibran Rakabuming Raka, with an age of 36 years old, making him the youngest candidate in vice candidates in our nation. This topic actually reminds me of one particular hoax, which is about the vice president, Gibran Rakabuming Raka. It has been told that he buys a fake certificate from Australia. Now, isn't that concerning? How is this false news even going to help our nation if all that it does is just ruining the image of our candidates? And how are we going to grow if our own people is trying to make the downfall for this nation? So, this is just one of many examples of the hoax that is out there. In conclusion, we cannot make our nation grow by telling hoax or lies on the internet, and I will remind you guys to don't always believe what you saw on the internet, and always confirm whether the information you got is true or false. That's all. Thank you for the time and attention you have to spare, and I hope this speech gave you something you can take away.
Yeah, thank you, Adrianus. Hello, Adrianus.
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to ask you one simple question from your speech.
Okay.
Yeah, according to you, how can you know a piece of information is a hoax or not? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for time. I will be answering that question. So, the way you know that a piece of information is a hoax is you can check by a source, various different source, that it is true or not. You can confirm that by searching, and also ask a couple of people if you know. And that's all I think from my opinion.
Yeah, thank you, Adrianus. Good luck.
Thank you so much, Adrianus. That was Adrianus Junang from SMA Catholic San Joseph Renan Demets. So we're moving to number 221. 221st. This is Stefania Serantalo from SMA N Bolan High.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Hi, Stefania.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we can hear you. Your audio is okay. Let me check with your camera.
Okay.
Okay,
Good
Stefania.
afternoon. Good morning. And can you speak? Hello.
I'm sorry, Stefania. Am I interrupting? I'm sorry, but seems your internet connection is a little bit poor, but it's okay. As long as you are audible.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me unmute her. So, Stefania, you can start again your speech. Thank you so much.
Ibu, suara dengarin. Tidak kedengaran suara. Ibu, suara tidak kedengaran. Suara tidak kedengaran. Oh, iya. Tapi tadi yang lain tidak. Oh, enak kan? Ya, sudah masukkan. Ada bilang suara tadi. Iya, lihat tadi ada omong tapi macam-macam tidak dengar lagi.
Hi, Stefania. Can you hear me?
Halo.
Yeah, can you hear me? Hi, Stefania. Stefania, we can hear you, so
Yes.
I assume it's okay to start your speech because we can hear you clear now.
I'm okay. Can I start?
Yes, you can start your speech from the beginning. Thank you so much.
Okay. Good afternoon and best wishes to all of us. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Shalom, Salve, Nama Kultur, greeting of virtue. Dear jury members, I respect the NTT High School teachers who may be watching right now, and my beloved friends. At first, thank you God for this blessing today. Let me introduce myself. I am Stefania Sarampalo from High School Bolan. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel proud to be born, which is compound. Father entity, mother Bali. That means my parents already have a slightly broader idea about Indonesia. Because even though they are from different ethnicities, they are optimistic that they will be able to live their life household with freedom. Like our country slogan, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, even though we are different, we are still one. Like the saying of a wise man, where the earth is broken, the sky is raised. This is the proverb that he always applied to us, his children, because with this proverb, we can always embrace harmony. As in our demo this time, regarding peaceful and democratic election. For this demo, we already know that are many political parties that are our choice. There are three pairs of presidential and vice presidential candidates that are our choice. Everyone wants to celebrate victory. Everyone wants to be a leader. This is natural. This is legal. But remember, we, the daughter of motherland, want its implementation to continue to refer to the spirit of our national life, namely peace and democracy. From the people, to the people, and back for the people. So, please let us be honest, fair, considerate. And there is no money politics. Everyone remains in the basic corridor of our country, Pancasila. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is a country which its rice is rich, with its natural products, a large and friendly population, rich natural products, all of which are assets for a country to achieve success. For this reason, we listed a leader who are smart, intelligent, fair, and responsible, who don't just defend one CPR, but will be an example for all its people. By continuing to uphold culture, the Indonesian nation in making decisions. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the next generation, especially as a first-time voter. I promise to try to use my voting rights as best as possible and invite us peace and coexistence of democracy, so that the goals of our country, as stated in the preamble to the 1945 Constitution, especially in paragraph 4, will be achieved. Ladies and gentlemen, let us be pleased with this expression. We will respect the winners and we will still appreciate the loser. This speech from me. I realize this speech is very far from perfection. For that, if there are what's wrong or less, please forgive me. Finally, I don't forget to say thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Stefania. Yeah, Stefania. So,
Yeah?
what do you mean by money politics?
My main is politics is money. I hope politics is I hope in politics, so please let us behind politics. Teach money. My politics is
Right, Pa Vicky, did you get the answer or?
Okay, thank you, Stefania. Good luck.
All right, cool.
okay.
Sweet. That was Stefania Serantalo from SMA in Bolan. So next up we have number 222. It's gonna be Isra Sumira Rahmatia Tueng from SMA Negeri 1 Ile AP Lembata. Hi Isra.
Hi.
Cool. So if you're ready, Isra, you can start your speech. Thank you.
Yes, ready.
Isra. Hi Isra. I'm sorry for the mess. If you're ready, yes, you can start your speech, please.
Yes, I'm ready.
Thank you. Okay. You can start whenever you are ready.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greetings, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, greetings of benevolence, Rahayu. Good morning and prosperous greetings to all of us who are present at this event, hopefully always in the protection of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. My name is Isra Sumira Rahmatia Tueng from the representative of SMA Negeri 1 in AP. Ladies and gentlemen that I'm proud of, on this occasion, allow me to make a speech about hoax-free election. The year 2024 is an important year for the journey of democracy in Indonesia. At the time, Indonesia will hold simultaneous election. We know that Indonesia is the third largest democracy in the world. Ahead of the election, various hoaxes or fake news are increasing circulating on various social media platforms such as Facebook, TikTok, Instagram to YouTube. Starting from misleading content related to the election process to containing slander and fighting edges political candidates. Based on data from Ministry of Communication and Information in the last 5 years, there have been more than 11,000 hoax contents with political and government categories ranging from 1,000 to 2,000 hoax contents circulating in the digital space. The massive influence on election hoaxes is due to the lack of public awareness of reading, which makes it easy to be provocative. The lack of digital literacy is the main cause of the rampant hoaxes ahead of this year's election. Digital literacy is absolutely necessary to eradicate the spread of hoaxes on various digital media platforms ahead of the 2024 election. In this digital literacy, we need to master several important themes that can counteract the rise of hoaxes of election in the digital space. First, digital skills. This is related to digital skills. Second, digital ethics. This is related to digital etiquette, where Indonesia
are known as the most respectful social media users. Education related to this ethics is very important. Third, digital culture. This is where digital literacy is important in the context of keeping our democratic space democratic through digital culture. In this digital culture, when we use social media, we must consider the integrity and unity of the nation, Pancasila, the 1945 Constitution, and local wisdom as the basis so that we remain united and not polarized. Fourth, digital safety. Here we are able to educate the public or society how to use social media safely so that there are no losses in the future. Our democracy can now be said to be stagnant, even tends to decline, because one truth nuances. First truth is when communication through social media does not convey rational fact, but lies disguised as truth by playing emotion and personal belief or so-called identity politics that have the potential to divide the nation. This is where the importance of digital literacy in keeping our democratic space in the digital space to free from election hoaxes. Here, I try to provide to election of hoaxes ahead of this election are rebunking and debunking. My opinion is that election hoaxes will never go away. We can only educate each other to be smart in managing news to free from hoax election. Digital literacy education that is friendly to the younger generation should also be a solution that needs to be instilled early on by Telkom and the Ministry of Communication and Information, because the fact is that not everyone can easily understand how the ethics of information digitization should be representative in Indonesia's virtual reality. A peaceful election without hoaxes and hate speech is important in order to realize an integrated election. Probably that is enough for the speech that I can deliver on this occasion. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Isra. Yeah, Isra, I would like to ask you one simple question. Isra, what do you mean by hate speech?
I beg your pardon, please.
Pardon, please.
Pardon me, please.
Yeah, I repeat my question, Isra. What do you mean by hate speech?
This is where the importance of digital literacy in keeping our democratic space in the digital space to free from election process. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Isra. Good luck.
Have you finished, Pak Vicky?
Go on to the next speaker.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That was number 222, Isra Sumira Rahmatia Tweng. Thank you so much. Next up, we have number 223. It's gonna be from SMA Negeri 1 Inirie, Angelina Eka Putri Gobe. Hi, Angelina.
Hi.
Sweet. So we can hear you and we can see you clear. You can start whenever you are ready. Thank you.
Yes, I'm ready.
You can go ahead.
Pardon?
I'm sorry, I repeat again. You can start whenever you are ready. Hi, Angelina. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yes. If you are ready, then you can start your speech, Angelina. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Good morning and best wishes for all of us. Dear Mr. Head of the East Nusa Tenggara Province Education, I respect ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it am proud of a law by for competition participants and all attendants. First of all, we should be praised thanks to America has given as help, so that we can carry out this competition activity in good health. On this very good opportunity, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Angelina Eka Putri Gobe. I am from Senior High School in Inerie. On this occasion, I would like to deliver a short speech with the title, Your Choice is Your Future. Honorable jury and audience, in 2024 simultaneous election, it is predicted that the number of young voters will increase. If you look at the 2019 simultaneous election, that in the KPU shows that the number of young voters has reached 70 million until 80 million people out of 193 million voters. This means that 35% until 40% of young voters already have power and have a big influence on election, result which will influence the progress of the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, in the context of democracy, elections are the main mechanism used by society to elect leaders and decide on policies that affect their lives. Many people believe that election will not bring about the desired change, but without their participation, the desired change. It is now our collective responsibility to achieve the desired change and get started making our process. Her life, we as Muslim voters are obliged to participate in general election. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the election law, Chapter 4, Article 198, Paragraph 1, Muslim voters are Indonesian citizens who are 70 years old or more on voting day or are married and decided holders. Ladies and gentlemen, as a democratic society, Muslim voters should participate in general election and not abstain. The younger generation has an important role in realizing God democracy. So, that with participation will increase as even. Political education outreach activities for novice voters to prevent abstention from occurring during the next election. As a beginner voter, you must always be wise in using social media and not create false information. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of my speech, I emphasize all of us 2024 election factor, not influenced by our interest of certain groups. God of heart, God of voices, God of mind. Ladies and gentlemen, these are 5 minutes of time to vote as best as possible because those 5 minutes will determine the fate of a country in the next 5 years. Remember, your choice is your future. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all my speech and thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yeah, thank you, Angelina. Hello, Angeline.
Hi, sir.
Yeah. So, Angeline, in your opinion, what can you do to make your friends or the young voters to participate in the general election? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your question, sir. First, not abstain. Second, make election a success. Third, not create false information. Fourth, not influenced by all interests of certain groups. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Angeline. Good
Thank you,
luck.
sir.
Angelina Eka Putri Gobe from SMA Negeri 1 Inerie. Thank you so much. That was amazing. Next up, we will have a Ahmad A. Ramadan from SMA Negeri 1 Kota Tambolaka. Do we have Ahmad? Not yet. Alright. So we'll move to number 226. We'll move straight to number 226, Febronia Kiri from SMA Negeri 1 Ile AP Timur. Number 226. She's unmuting herself. So, hi Febronia.
Hello.
Amazing. So yeah, Febronia, if you can hear me, you can start your speech. Yes, you can start your speech whenever you are ready.
Yes, I am ready.
Very well. If you are ready, then you can start your speech.
Thank you. Thank you for the time given to me. My deepest respect goes to Dear, the Chief of Education, Global Office of Nusa Tenggara Timur Province, the Management of Paskubang dari Local Newspaper, the Committee of English Speech Contest, the teachers and all participants, and the most special ones, the honorable judges of English Speech Contest. Let me introduce myself. I am Febronia Kire from SMA di 1 Wilayah Timur, Lembata. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On this special occasion, I would like to deliver my speech with the title "The Important Things to Create a peaceful and democratic election. General election is essentially a learning process related to maturation of the nation. General election is also a moment of test for all elements of the nation, recognizing how far the democratic values have become part of national identity of Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, the intended democratic values here are to resolve dispute peacefully and voluntarily, ensure change of courts, regular change of rulers. There is little possibility of an element of coercion in making, implementing, and enforcing political decisions. There is recognition of the value of diversity. There is recognition of the upholding of justice and the progress. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we all as Indonesian citizens agree that a peaceful general election is a big work that requires the active participation of all elements of the nation, starting from the individual level. So, through this speech competition, I encourage and ask all of us as good Indonesian citizens, according to our respective authorities and fields of operation. First, to ensure that peaceful general election is not merely interpreted as a slogan, but rather than as an effort to create a conducive atmosphere throughout the entire series of election states. Second, to aggregate maintaining peace during election states is a shared responsibility of all elements of the nation without exception. Third, to ensure that all elements involved in political campaigns activities can carry out their roles without harming the others in politics opponents. Ladies and gentlemen, so this is not the right time during campaign period and all election steps to be filled with unproductive activities can carry out that can cause any crucial problems in society. Therefore, at the end of my speech, I persuade all of us, let's work together, hand in hand,
to create a conducive atmosphere during general election steps so that the 2024 election will be approved, that Indonesian people are smarter in politics, as well as a celebration hour of nationality and as an Indonesian nation. That's all my speech. Thank you very much for your attention.
Hi, Pak Vicky. Are you still with us? Seems like Pak Vicky has a problem with the internet connection, and so we move to Pa Tyson. Hi, Pa Tyson. Do you have any concerns or issues about the speech or anything else regarding the script?
No. She just needs to work on her English a little bit. But
Alright, very well.
as far as what I could understand from the content, it was okay, but she just generally needs to work on
Very well.
her English.
Okay. So, but the English is pretty enough. So we move to Pak Vicky. Pak Vicky, hi. Pak Vicky is back.
Yeah, hello, Pak Bimo.
Yes, Pak Vicky. Did you get the speech of
Yeah, I got the
Okay,
point.
so if you have any question, then
Yeah, Febronia. Hello, Febronia.
Hello.
Yeah, Febronia. So, what do you mean by democratic election? Thank you.
Democratic election. The democratic election will choose members of the legislative and president and vice president.
Yeah, thank you, Febronia. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
that was Febronia Kiren, number 226 from SMA Negeri 1 Ile AP Timur. Thank you, Febronia. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
Sure. So that was Febronia. We move to number 227. Number 227 from SMA Negeri 1 Talibura. I'm sorry. SMA Negeri Binino. Number 227, she is Maria Keba Naut. Hi, Maria. Maria, hi. You can unmute your Zoom, please. Just like that. Okay, Maria, can you hear us?
Yes.
Cool. So, ooh, nice. What a fancy background. All right, Maria. You can start your speech whenever you are ready.
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, again, I'm sorry. Yes, you can start your speech, please. Thank you, Maria. Maria.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You can start your speech, Maria, please. Thank you. Maria.
Yes.
If you are ready, Maria, you can start your speech.
Okay.
If you are ready, you can start.
Yes. Thank you in advance. Widespread of hoax and black campaign in social media during election has become an urgent issue to overcome. Otherwise, it could undermine the integrity and value of democracy. The honorable judges and all participants. First of all, let's say grateful in God, because with the shining day and good health, so we can meet in this situation. Before I deliver my speech about hoax in free election, permit me to introduce myself to you. My name is Maria Kebanat, and my friend call me Riana. I am 10th grade in SMA Negeri Binino, Bikomi Tengah District, Timur Tengah Utara Regency. Ladies and gentlemen, I will begin this speech today with question. Do you know about hoax in social media during election? If you answer yes, what will you do to overcome it? Or maybe sometimes you are content spot the hoax in your social media? I hope it doesn't happen. As I explained previously, that hoax has become an urgent issue to overcome. It could undermine the integrity and value of democracy. Hoax in free election are national threat because disruption in various aspects like security defense, political ideology, and public morals. So, it's very important for us to take a part in helping the election organizer and relevant stakeholders in thwarting hoax. Ladies and gentlemen, let me find a video about that election result have been prepared by the KPU. The video is accompanied by this caption: KPU data on the result of the 2024 is extraordinary. This content is magical. The voting hasn't been done yet, but the results have already been determined. Some use like this video absolutely can trigger chaos and public distrust in government election organizer. It is hoax video, and the fact according to the chairman of the KPU, Mr. Hasmin Ashari emphasized the viral video was unreasonable and it's made up news. Currently, KPU is still carrying out the steps towards the 2024 election. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, election organizers and relevant stakeholders could take part in thwarting hoax by conducting socialization, voter education, and regular supervision and evaluation. They are also capable of blocking hoax so that it limits the spread of hoax in all groups of users or election stakes. But it's very important that everything has not been done optimal. So until the spread of hoaxes are still very spread. And finally, I hope that this area election will be free from hoax and can take place safely and peacefully. I think that's all my speech. As human being, I realize maybe I have mistake during my speech. Please apologize me. And thank you very much for your kind attention.
Yeah, thank you, Maria.
Yes.
Hello, Maria.
Hello.
Yeah. So Maria, in your opinion, what should we do to prevent general elections from hoax? Thank you.
Pardon?
Okay. In your opinion, what should we do to prevent general elections from hoax? Thank you.
Thank you for asking me. According to me, avoid hoax video. I thought
First, I will make sure that sorry. First, I will make sure the address sources. Second, check the fact according news sources. And there was always be careful with provocative news headlines. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Maria. Good luck.
Thank you, Shir.
Amazing. So that was Maria Kebanal from SMA Negeri Binino. Thank you so much. Next up, number 228. Servasila Lironia Teresa from SMA Negeri 1 Talibura. Hello. Do you wish to unmute yourself? Hi, Servasila.
Hi.
Servasila, hi. There you are.
Hi.
Okay, let me erase this first. Okay, are you ready?
Ready.
Sure. So yes, you can start your speech, please. Thank you.
Thank you for the chance given to me. My name is Servasila Lironia Teresa. I am from SMA Negeri 1 Talibura, Sika Regency. I would like to deliver my speech about hooks-free election. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, the honorable judges, and fellow citizens. Thank you for joining me today to discuss a topic of much importance, the pursuit of a hooks-free election from the perspective of the young generation. As the torchbearers of the future, it is our responsibility to uphold the values of democracy, transparency, and integrity in the electoral process. In recent times, elections have been marked by the specter of misinformation, disinformation, and outright hoaxes. The consequences of such deceptive practices, are severe as they undermine the very foundation of our democratic principles. As young individuals, we stand at the crossroads of a digital age where information spreads like wildfire, transcending geographical boundaries at the speed of light. In the realm of election, the impact of hoaxes cannot be overstated. False narratives, misleading information, and fabricated stories can misguide voters, distort public opinion, and jeopardize the credibility of the democratic process. Therefore, it is a must that we, the young generation, take a firm stance against the proliferation of hoaxes and actively work towards fostering an environment of truth and authenticity. First and foremost, we must have media literacy and critical thinking skills within our educational institution. By equipping ourselves and future generation with the tools to discern credible information from falsehood, we can build a society that values evidence-based decision-making. Our educational system should emphasize the importance of fact-checking, reliable source, and responsible sharing of information. Additionally, we must leverage technology to our advantage. In an era dominated by social media and digital communication, we can harness the power of technology to combat misinformation.
This involves supporting initiatives that develop and implement algorithms to invalidate and fake misleading content, as well promoting media literacy campaigns on various digital platforms. Moreover, as young voters, we have the opportunity to be the driving force behind electoral reforms. We should advocate for transparent and secure voting systems, robust stability measures, and stringent regulation against the dissemination of false information. Let us not forget the importance of community engagement. By fostering open dialogue and encouraging conversation about the values of free election, we can create a culture where misinformation is not tolerated. In conclusion, that cause for a free election is not just a responsibility, but a collective duty that we, as the young generation, must heavily embrace. By having media literacy, leveraging technology, advocating for electoral reforms, and fostering community engagement, we can pave the way for a future where our democratic principles remain robust and unwavering in the face of misinformation.
Hello, Sir Fasila. So the time's up. Hello, Sir Fasila.
Hello?
Yeah, the time is up. So now we are coming to the question session.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you one question, Sir Fasila. Can you hear my voice?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, as a young generation, what will you do when you face hoaxes? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. But thank you for the question. First, fact-checking, reliable sources, and responsible sharing of information. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sir Fasila. Good luck.
Thank you.
Amazing. That was Sir Fasila, ladies and gentlemen. So now we move to number 229. Maria Vincentia Crisanta Fernandes from SMAN Keberbakatan Olahraga Floba Morata Kupang. Hi Maria.
Hi, good morning.
Cool. Hi, good morning. So Maria, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yes. If you
Does
wish
my
to
voice
show...
sound clear?
Pardon me?
Excuse me, I want to asking, does my voice sound clear?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Crystal clear.
Thank you.
Okay. If you are ready, then you can start your speech, please. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity that given to me. My name is Maria Vincencia Crisanta Fernandes, the participant from Floba Morata Sport Talent School. Shalom, Safe. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. The respectable adjudicators and the honorable ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let all us give thanks to the Almighty God who has given us all the grace of health, so that we all may in this new year in good health and safety. As we all know, This year is a year that eagerly awaited by all Indonesian citizens because the 2024 election will arrive soon. Every time during the democratic session that is held once every 5 years, there will definitely be something that called young voters. Who exactly young voters? Young voters are those who have not been able to cast their voting rights in the general elections 5 years ago and just able to exercise their voting rights in this election. This could happen because the voters did meet the requirements to becoming a voters. For example, not yet 17 years old. Meanwhile, voters must be Indonesian citizens who are 17 years old or older on the voting days or are married. Apart from the question of age range, the retirees of army and police officers are included in this category because as long as they are members of army and police officers, they must to act nature. In 2024, it is recorded that there will be around 106 million young voters who are young people with an entrance of 17 until 14 years old, with a percentage of 52% will take a part in these elections, making the youth voters as the group with the largest proportion voters in these elections. Of course, the influence of these young voters can be underestimated, especially they tend to easily shift their voting according to developing issues. Therefore, the young voters are expected can choose the presidential candidates and the government official according to their own trust and confidence that those chosen will be able to lead and build this country for the better. Ladies and gentlemen, also the number of young voters are dominant. There are still many who have many reasons for not using their voting rights who are given properly. For example, they say they don't know the candidates well enough. They don't trust the candidate performers. They feel that their votes are not really influenced and so on. Which the result is them choosing to not participate or what is commonly known as golput. Even though what they think is not important, it really has an influence on the future of this nation so that it can become a more advanced country with the right leader. Apart from that, there are many young voters who think that becoming a voter is just a trend. They choose not basically on their own decision, but only simply choose to follow the existing trends without looking back to the vision and the mission of the candidates and only for the sake of updates on the social media. This kind of mindset must be changed immediately, especially among young people. Why? Because without them realizing it, during the election times like this, they indirectly risking their own future and also the future of this nation. It is important to the young voters to educate themselves so as not to be consumed by the negative political issues and still take a part in this election. Before ending my speech, I want to remind you to always remember one of Lucarno's quotes. 1,000 old men can dream, but one young man can change the world. As the young voters, especially as the nation's next generation, this is our time to determine and change Indonesian fates for the better, but actively participating in 2024 elections, directly or indirectly. One vote for the change. Our vote is the future of this nation. That's all my speech today. I apologize if there are some words that are offensive. Thank you for your attention. Shalom, Salve. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Santi Santi Om. Namo Buddhaya. Salam kebajikan.
Yeah, thank you, Maria. Hello, Maria. So my question is, how can young voters influence general elections? Thank you.
Thank you for the question you given to me. In my mind, the young voters can influence the elections because the young voters now real seriousness in filtering information about the presidential candidates who will run in these elections. They are also more concerned with the issues of corruption and the environment, also the welfare. Of course, when they're choosing, they will think if these candidates can lead and build this country for the better or not. So that's why the proportion of young voters is about 52%. It's half of the voters of Indonesia, which means the young voters is really influenced on this election. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Maria. Good luck.
Good, thank you.
Great. That was Maria Vincentia. Thank you so much, Maria. Have a good day. And we move to next number 230. 230. This is Cecilia Manoh from SMA Negeri Permana. This is Cecilia Manoh, number 230. Hi, Cecil.
Hello.
Yes, so you can hear me clearly, and then let me switch this to you, and yeah. If you are ready, Cecil, you can start your speech whenever you are ready. Thank you.
Yes, I'm ready. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Peace and blessing be upon us all. I am Narego, the Department of Education and Culture, the judges, all competition participants, and all audience. Praise be to God Almighty, because we are still allowed to be present here in good health, without any deficiencies. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce myself. My full name is Cecilia Manoh. You can call me Cecil. I'm from Permana Senior High School. In this occasion, I would like to talking about Hawks free election. Ladies and gentlemen, the People's Democratic Party, the 2024 general election is inside, and various efforts and policies have been naturalized to safe and peaceful 2024 election. Elections are an important moment for Indonesian democracy. This is because through election, the Indonesian people will determine the nation's leader who can bring Indonesia progress and prosperity. However, it cannot be denied that election contestation has also become an arena for the spread of hoax and hate speech, especially those aimed at bringing down political opponents. This can certainly endanger the peace and conduciveness of the 2024 election. To create a safe and peaceful election, all elements of society must be involved in realizing the quality 2024 general election. The campaign period must be free from hoax or fake news, ethnicity, and hate speech, as well as identity, politics, and money politics. Do not let this 5-year Democratic Party become a place to spread lies and hatred. Ladies and gentlemen, the development of technology in the digital era has also influenced the 2024 election, as it has encouraged unlimited and uncontrolled access and dissemination of information. As a result, many people accidentally spread fake news due to misinformation, leading to hate speech. For this reason, ahead of the 2024 election campaign period, all elements of society are advised to be extra aware of the spread of hoax content, especially through social media, which is made to bring down election participants. Self-adjustment for social media users is also important, so the people do not make mistakes in utilizing information technology like today, including through digital literacy and intelligence. With this literacy intelligence, people will be better able to filter which information is true and worthy of truth and which information is a hoax and misleading. So it needs to be eliminated. Therefore, it is important for the community to be able to continue to improve digital literacy in an effort to prevent hoax in the 2024 elections. So, not cause divisions so that they can produce quality leaders. Let's work together so that the 2024 elections can be proof people have become smarter in politics, as well as the celebration of our maturity as an Indonesian nation. That's all, and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yeah, thank you, Cecil. Yeah, Cecil, can you hear my voice? Yeah, Cecil, I would like to ask you, so according to you, how to create a peaceful election? Thank you.
Don't send a hoax information.
Okay, thank you, Cecil. Good luck.
Yes.
Okay, Pak Vicky. And that's it.
Iya, Pak Bimo.
Okay.
Sudah begini, saya kalau memang tidak ada suara, saya pandu pakai YouTube.
So,
Yeah, we can go on, Pak Bimo, to the next participant.
sweet. So that was Cecilia Mano from SMA Negeri Pamana. Ladies and gentlemen, and next up we have our number 231st. This is Elizabeth Catherine Sulaiman from Anjips. Hi, Elizabeth. Or should I call you Catherine?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, crystal clear. So,
Yes.
yeah. You can start your speech whenever
I'm
you
sorry,
Yes.
I cannot hear you very clear
Okay.
because the voice, yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's okay. You can start whenever you are ready.
Oh, wait.
Sure. No need to rush.
Dulu, Pak. Biar ini saya.
Oh, itu. Terus
Maaf, Pak.
ini kan, Pak, ini kan.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. Whenever you are ready.
Good morning to the honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, and all the participants. Salve, Shalom, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, and greeting of virtue. Let us take a moment to thank the Lord for His presence and for the opportunity to gather together in this good health and condition. Ladies and gentlemen, with the opportunity for election, young voters are allowed to convey their aspiration in the form of giving voting rights to the nation's leader. In this case, based on the election principle that we all know, including luber judio, or direct, general, free, secret, and honest, and also fair. It's important to note that many young voters don't have a full understanding of the candidate they are voting for. It's important to study the vision and mission of each candidate from the legislative, judicial, and executive institution. It's also important to understand how their work program will be implemented if they are elected, as well as assess their background from their social life, their closeness to the community and colleges, as well as their work program. Young voters who are about to vote for the first time don't have a full understanding of political developments, and they do not follow the political developments. As a result, they may end up giving their voting rights to older people or following the choices of those around them. Young voters, also we know as Gen Z, play a crucial role in shaping the future of Indonesia. In this, they have the power to elect leaders who can guide the nation towards a golden era in 2045 by achieving the 4 pillars of the nation's goal. Young leaders are the individuals who strive to be the agent of change by improving the life of others and achieving continuous growth. As a result, this candidate must not only make promises, but also demonstrate the ability to fulfill them. We are young voters. We are young. We vote for you if you have fulfilled these three words. Make it easy, make it simple, and make it clear. We know that life is not so easy, but we can make it easier. So, if we make it easy, make it simple, and make it clear, we believe that the future is on our hands. Ladies and gentlemen, I've come to the end of my speech. I hope my words have been shed some light about young voters on this important topic. I humbly ask for your forgiveness if there are any shortcomings in my delivery. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention.
Yeah, thank you, Elizabeth. So, Elizabeth, in your opinion, how to make young voters participate in the general elections? Thank you.
Okay. So, based on my speech, for make the young voters to participate in the election is the government have to make the election is easy, simple, and clear. So it's interesting for the young voters to engage in this election and care for it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Elizabeth. Good luck.
Amazing. There was Elizabeth Catherine Sulaiman, ladies and gentlemen, and judges. We are moving back to our contestant number 213. She is Kristanti Eka Saribrata from SMAS Katolik Regina Pacis Bajawa. Once again, number 213. Kristanti Eka Saribrata. Hi Kristanti, or should I call you Eka Sari or Brata perhaps? Do you wish to unmute yourself? Yes.
Yes. Okay, hello, good morning.
Hi, hello, good morning.
Okay.
Oh, fancy background. So yeah, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, whenever you are ready, please. Thank you so much.
Okay. Good morning and best wishes for all of us. On this precious opportunity, I would like to deliver a speech with the team Young Voters. But before that, let's give thanks to God Almighty, because of His blessing and mercy, we can hold this speech competition well. I also want to give thanks to the honorable judges and Poskupang as the organizer of the speech competition. I'm Kristanti Eka Saribrata from Regina Pacis Bajawa Senior High School, will deliver a speech with the title, Be Young Voters with the Wise Choices. The reason for choosing this title is because we as the young generation are the young voters and the future voters for our country. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, the 2024 election will be held this month. To be precise, this general election will be held in February 14, 2024. Everything necessary has been prepared by the government to welcome this year's elections. Ladies and gentlemen, before going right into this speech, it is important for us to know what election is, right? So, election is a democratic process in selecting leaders or representatives of the society in the country. This democratic process is carried out by the society itself, so it is known as from the people, by the people, and for the people. This means that the society has full control over determining the society's leaders and representatives. Talking about elections, of course, there are several conditions officially issued by the government regarding the conditions of the member from society who can take part in general elections, and one of them is age requirement. Voters can take part in general elections if they are 17 years old or older. This means before the age of 17, we cannot take part in general elections. Ladies and gentlemen, if we're talking about young age, we are talking about young voters.
Young voters are voters who have just participated in general elections or those who have less experience in politics. Young voters are in the age range of 17 until 21 years. This means being at a relatively young age. But at this young age, young voters must be able to become a wise voters. Wise voters are voters that can think critically about good leaders for Indonesian nation in the future. Of course, in making their choices, they must look and analyze their vision and mission and their commitment to the country's development, so that the choices they make can be called wise. However, young voters have problems in making choices in general elections. This due to the less political experience and knowledge, because they're still relatively new to the world of politics or general election itself. Their choices are still unstable, change easily, adapting much, and tend to be influenced by the mass media and also by the environment. Apart from that, most young voters who are still in school are never really serious about making their decisions, either just joining their friends or choosing to be fun. This is why young voters often categorized as swing voters. The number of swing voters in Indonesia has reached 44% in these 2024 elections. This weakness of young voters, often exploited by political parties for their own interests. It's like being used as a target of mass mobilization or money politics. Again, this due to the less political experience and knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, these things need to be avoided. As the young voters who also contribute to the country's future, it is important for us to think and make choices wisely. Irwan, District Electoral Supervisory Committee once said, "One vote will actually affect everything. Choose a leader who suits your taste and expectations. Use your right to vote well, because social media is now advanced. There is a lot of information that can be accessed to choose and solidify choices. Some ways that can be done like, first, explore their vision and missions, their work program, as well as the candidate tracks record. Analysis of the program they make is accordance with the current and future needs of the society. Second, be an opinionated voter. Don't get easily influenced by other suggestions, because choosing is our right and choice is in our hand. So this can minimize us from being targeted by political parties for their own interests. Third, the government as the election organizer should provide various facilities and outreach with the aim of improving or educating young generations about the importance of choosing wisely, because every vote from us is valuable. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, we might be wondering why young generations should take part in general elections. Professor Ikran Nusabakti and senior researcher of BRIN once said, "In Indonesian political history, all the political change were carried out by the society itself, by the young generation and by the student. So, come on, be your wise young voters with the right decisions. Young voters, smart, critical, and wise." That's all my speech. I hope this speech can be useful for all of us. If there are any mistake, I apologize. For your attention, ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Santi Ekasari.
Yes.
Yeah, Ekasari. So, how to be a wise voter?
Okay, how to be a wise voter? As I said before, a wise voter must analyze their candidate vision and missions, their work program, their everything that the program they make, and make sure the program they make is accordance with our needs right now. Okay, I will talk about our needs right now. In society right now, we have faced the environmental issues. This is a very serious issue. So, in my opinion, as the young voters, choose a leader who can face these environment issues, because we are not the one who living in this earth right now, right? There's a many generations who will live in this earth after us. So it's important for us to think about making our decisions. So please choose a leader who suits your taste and expectation, and choose a leader who suits what you need right now. That's all my answer. Thank you.
Passionate.
Yeah, thank you, Kristanti.
Yeah.
Whoa, Kristanti, what an energy and this lazy Saturday. Thank you so much for the spirit.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. So,
Bye.
yeah, we move to our next contestant, and I hope she has the same spirit, because she is from Regina Pacis as well. We move to number 215. This is Wilhelmina, Elencia Waguerrero from SMAS Catholic Regina Pacis. Hello. Hi, hello. We cannot hear you yet. If you wish to unmute. Yeah, you're still on mute. And yes. Hi, hello.
Hello.
Okay, so if you are ready, then you can start your speech. Thank you.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Oh, you're floating. Okay.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, the honorable judges, the honorable committee of the speech competition, the honorable audience, and all my beloved participants in the speech competition. First of all, let us praise and gratitude to the presence of God Almighty, because His blessing we can all attend and participate in the speech competition. I am Wilhelmina Elencia Waguerrero from Regina Pacis Bajawa Senior High School to deliver my speech entitled The Young Voters as the Targets of Money Politics. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a saying, the young generation is the leader of the future. As we know, this year is the year of democracy, where the presidential election will be held. This election will determine who will be the leader of our country. Not only the presidential election, but starting from the DPRD, DPR Provincial, and DPR National. Election will be carried out using a democratic system, namely from, by, and for the people. This year, the country contributes a large number of young voters, namely 20% of the total number of voters in Indonesia. This shows that the number of young voters in Indonesia is quite large. Ladies and gentlemen, young voters are citizens participating in elections who have never participated in election before. Apart from that, young voters are voters who do not have sufficient political education to vote. The large number of young voters in Indonesia increases the possibility of irregularities in the election. This is a lack of voting experience among young voters. There is a lack of understanding of each candidate's track record can make young voters unwise in choosing the leader. Ladies and gentlemen, it should be remembered that the young voters have the same rights when voting. It's the same with older voters. One vote from young voters can determine what our country future holds. Young voters are also the generation that will become the leaders in the future. They will replace the current leaders. Bung Karno said, "Give me 1,000 old people, I will definitely uproot Semeru its roots. Give me 10 young people, I will definitely shake the board." Bung Karno's statement clearly shows the enormous role of young generation in the nation's future. In this case, the role in determining of country's leader. For this reason, it is important for us to make young voters wise in choosing the leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, in this modern era, candidates are good at attracting people's attention to increasing their exposure in elections. What is currently popular is the case of money politics. This case occurs when a candidate gives money to voters so they can vote for the candidate in question. Young voters are vulnerable to be target of money politics case. Bawaslu member Ratna Dewi Petalola said that the young generation, the young voters, is vulnerable to be target of money politics case in general elections. This is due to lack of voting experience among young voters. There is a lack of understanding and political education of candidates to be elected. Young voters to be influenced by the surrounding environment in determining the country's leader. Young voters in country's leader. Ladies and gentlemen, the impact of money politics will harm us starting from the leadership, development, and can destroy our country's democratic values. The Indonesian General Election Commission admits that the money politics is still harmful for organizing the 2024 general election. Money politics can destroy the country, even give right distrust of the leadership. So, practice of money politics must become a common enemy that must be eradicated. The implementation of state democracy among young voters. To overcome cases of money politics, there are several efforts. First, by strengthening supervision and law enforcement. Second, financial transparency. Third, voter education, especially for young voters. Providing political education to voters to awareness about the negative impact of money politics.
That's all my speech. I apologize that I bursted open all of you present. Finally, I invite all of you to be wise in choosing a leader to avoid money politics. Money politics, refuse the money, report the person. Ladies and gentlemen, for your attention, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Wilhelmina.
Okay, you're welcome.
Wilhelmina, as a young voter, what can you do to overcome money politics? Thank you.
Okay, before that, thank you for the question. Now I will answer the question. The question is how I, as the young voters, to overcome cases of money politics. To overcome cases of money politics, I can choose the leaders with a good vision and mission. Not by the money, but I can choose with a good vision and mission. And third, critical thinking to choose the leaders. I can review and I can not influenced by the environment to choose the leaders, but according to vision and mission.
Yeah, thank you, Wilhelmina. Good luck.
What a speed, ladies and gentlemen. That was Wilhelmina Elenciao Waguerrero. What a speed. So yeah, Pak Vicky. I guess
Yeah, Pak Bimo.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we continue to the next? It's number 225. 225. Brigita Kanira OJ. Hi, Brigita.
Hi, good morning.
Oh, hi, good morning. Cool. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, we are audible. So yeah. Okay. Whenever you are ready, you're pleased to start the speech. Thank you.
But before I start, I will make sure that the judges can hear my voice clearly. Can you hear my voice clearly?
Yeah, of course. We can.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay, go on.
Okay, I'll start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, the honorable judges, and all the honorable audience. First of all, I would like to say thanks to the Almighty God. It is because of Him we are able to attend this conference. Secondly, I would like to say thanks to the Poskopang who organized this activity so that I can analyze my talent. And the last but not least, I would like to say thanks to the judges who gave me this very special opportunity and chance so that I can be here to deliver my speech. But before that, let me introduce myself. I am Brigita Kanira OJ, and I'm from Regina Pacis Bajawa Senior High School. And now, I want to talk about young voters and how to be a smart young voters. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to give some explain that Indonesia is a democratic country. So what is democratic country, ladies and gentlemen? So democratic country is a country where the whole of their government system implicates all of the citizens in governing through their representative. One of the implementation of this democratic process is general election process, where general election process is a process of selecting president and vice presidential candidates and also legislative members that have occurred every 5 years since 1955. And this general election process involves all of the citizens in Indonesia. But remember, guys, there is a term and condition if you want to be participated in this election process, where everyone who wants to take a part of voting president and vice presidential candidates and also legislative member required to have an identity card that can be used or can be accessed when we are in 17 years old or in the legal age. But ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, in here I will not talk about the term or condition if we want to take a part in this election process. But in here I will be more focused on my topic, which is young voters and how to be smart young voters. But before that, I will explain what is young voters, ladies and gentlemen. So young voters are a group of citizens that consisting of student until university student or a student in the range age 17 until 21 years old. And for the information, there are 20% young voters in Indonesia, and this is a huge number, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, can make an influence for the election process, and not only that, this number also can give an influence for our country in a 5-year start from now, or our country in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, according to Komisi Pemilihan Umum Indonesia, they say that these young voters have a unique behavior. Why they say it like that? Because young voters, especially young voters in the range age 18 until 20 years old, tend to make their choices. Why they say it like this, ladies and gentlemen? Because the young voters in the range age 17 until 18 years old tend to have an enthusiastic attitude, relatively more rational, and also want the change. So, ladies and gentlemen, and these young voters in this era were lived in a digital and are used to using social media, and so that they are resist all hopes during the election process, ladies and gentlemen. And there are negative factors that can influence the young voters for making their choices, where they tend to make their choices basically on social media. Excuse, jaring.
Hi, Brigitte. Hi, Brigitte. Seems Brigitte has to reconnecting. Judges, but was that clear enough, Pak Vicky, Pak Tyson? I'm sorry, I cannot hear you. You guys are still.
Oh, sorry. Yes, that's enough. I heard enough.
That's
Okay,
enough,
come
Pak
to
Vicky.
judge. Yeah, it's
Okay,
fine.
Pak Vicky as well. All right. If that's enough, so we're moving to our final contestant for today. This is number 224. 224, the one and only Ahmad Ramadan from SMA Negeri 1 Kota Tambolaka. Yo, Ahmad.
Yes. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
All right, so
Okay.
whenever you are ready, yes, you can start your speech.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ahmad Abdurrahman Ramadan, and today I am representing my school, SMA Negeri 1 Kota Tambolaka, in this competition, and bring my speech about young voters. So let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, today we stand at the crossroad of democracy, where the voice of young voters resonates with promise of change and progress. The power of our collective future lies in hand of vibrant generation that embodies hope, resilience, and had a vision for better tomorrow. As we witness the surge of young voters stepping into the political arena, let us acknowledge the significance of their participation. The energy and passion they bring are not just for change. They are the architect of new era, challenging the status of quo and redefining the narrative. Ladies and gentlemen, in a world where information flows freely, the power of discernment becomes crucial. Young voters empower themselves with knowledge, scrutinize policies, and engage in conversation that transcend party lines. Your informed decision amplified the impact of your vote, making it more catalyzed for positive transformation. Let us not forget for those who struggle to fight for our right to vote. Today, as young voters, you inherit with legacy of perseverance and sacrifice. The legacy exercising by your democratic right, like diligence and responsibility. Uh, the challenge we're facing are vast, from climate to social justice. Uh, Let this be a call the action of your young voters, architect of progress, and the champion of change. But remember, when you cast your vote, it's not just shaping the future, it's defending it. Well, maybe that's all that I can say about my speech. Thank you very much in this opportunity.
Yeah, thank you, Ahmad.
Yes.
Yeah, so Ahmad, what do you know about young voters?
Young voter is like people that in young voter is just like Mas Gibran that um, I don't know. Young voter is just like the new generation that want to lead the lead the country. So that's
Okay, thank you, Ahmad. Good luck.
yes. Thank you. Thank you.
So that was Ahmad, ladies and gentlemen, and then we have Brigitta back, and then she wished to repeat her speech again. So regarding to our rules or tata tertib, yes, she can do that. All participants can repeat their speech if there's a internet connection issue. So, Brigitta, hello. We're moving back to Brigitta, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Brigitte.
Yeah, I can hear my voice.
Yeah.
Okay, but first of all, I'd like to say sorry because there's a internet connection. My internet connection was error. So, okay. Can I start my speech in the beginning or?
Okay, no problem. We're living in Indonesia.
Oh, yeah,
It's
okay.
not so good. Yeah. So, ladies and
Okay,
gentlemen
okay.
and judges, this is Brigitta from 225.
Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, the honorable judges, and all of the participants today. How are you? I hope that we all doing great today. First of all, I would like to say thank to the Almighty God. It is because of Him we are able to attend this contest. Secondly, I would like to say thank to the Poskupang who organized this activity so that I can canalize my talent. And last but not least, I would like to say thank to the judges who gave me this very special opportunity and chance so that I can be here to deliver my speech. But before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Brigitta Kanira Oje, and you guys can call me Brigitte. I am from Regina Pacis Bajawa Senior High School. And now, I want to talk about how to be a smart young voters and a young voters. But before that, I would like to give some explain that Indonesia is a democratic country, ladies and gentlemen. So what is democratic country? So democratic country is a country that the whole of their government system implicates all of the citizens in governing through their representative. One of the implementation of this democratic process is general election process, where this general election process is a process of choosing president and vice presidential candidates and also legislative member that have been occurred every 5 years since 1955. And also, this election process was involved all of the citizens in Indonesia. But remember, there are term and conditions if you want to take a part in this election process, where everyone who wants to take a part in this voting president and vice president candidates must have an identity card or the card that can be used when we are 17 years old or in the legal age. But in here, ladies and gentlemen, I would not talk about the term or condition But in here, as I said before, I will be more on my topic, which is how to be a smart young voters and young voters. So what is young voters, ladies and gentlemen? So young voters are a group of citizens that consisting of students until college students or citizens in the range age 17 until 21 years old. And for the information, there are 20% young voters in Indonesia, and can give an influence for the election process, and of course can give an influence for our country in the future or 5 years count from now. And for me, this topic was very interesting and very good to talk to, because this topic is related to me and to all of us, because we are young voters or already being a young voters. And according to Komisi Pemilihan Umum Indonesia, they say that young voters have a unique behavior, especially the young voters in the range age 17 until 18 years old, or still included as a student. Why they say it like that, ladies and gentlemen? Because young voters in this range age have a high enthusiastic attitude, relatively more rational, and also want the change. And for the information, these young voters that live in this era will live in the digital and are used to using social media. So that young voters are expected more to resist all the votes during the election process. But unfortunately, the difference between young voters and the other voters is their lack of political experience, when they are tend to basis their choice to be uncertain. And that's why many people call young voters as a swing voters. And there are several negative factors that can influence young voters for making their choices. First is the trend of social media, because young voters tend to make their choices basically on the vice president or presidential candidates who trending on social media. And the second is environmental influence, where these factors also can influence the young voters for making their choices, where the young voters tend to make their choices, but the choices that chosen by their family, their circle of friends, and also their place where they live on, ladies and gentlemen. And the worst thing is, many of young voters that involved in money's politics. Very worrying, isn't it? The young voters that are expected more to have a critical and rational view are become like this. So how do we overcome this, ladies and gentlemen? The solution that I get is we can improve our political education from the early age, so that we as a young voters can become a smart and wise young voters, ladies and gentlemen. So that I invite you all to be a smart and wise young voters in 2024 election. That's all for me, and thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Brigitta. So the question is how to be a smart and wise young voter.
Okay, thank you for the question. How to be a smart and wise young voters. First is we have to start it from ourselves. And the second is because we are young voters, and this is our first or the second experience of participating in this election, so that we as a young voters are needs to improve our educational in politics or our politic education, so that we as a young voters can become a smart and wise voters, or smart voters that active, have a critical views, and also can strengthen the democracy. So that's all from me.
Yeah, thank you, Brigitta. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Amazing. That was Brigitta as our last participant for today. Thank you so much, Brigitta. And I guess that's it. We already have all of the contestants for the first session. And then, ladies and gentlemen, all the participants, thank you so much. Judges, thank you so much. We'll see you at the second session. We'll see you at 1, I guess. And good afternoon, and have a good lunch, and have a lovely break as well. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Bimo.
All right.
Sobat Genre, banyak banget jomblo yang pada baper ngeliat temennya nikah duluan. Apalagi yang nikah masih pada muda. Padahal nikah itu bukan akhir cerita cinta loh, melainkan awal perjuangan panjang.
Makanya jangan sampai asal halal doang. Banyak yang perlu dipersiapkan sebelum kita memasuki pintu pernikahan. Begitu menikah, kamu sudah harus siap menjadi orang tua, sob. Kamu harus rela menghabiskan waktumu untuk mengurus anak, mencari nafkah untuk keluarga. Nah, banyak yang lupa mempersiapkan mental untuk menjadi seorang ibu atau ayah. Hasilnya, setelah menikah malah merasa terpenjara. Ingat ya, yang salah bukan pernikahannya, tapi ketidaksiapan dalam memikul tanggung jawab. Jangan cuma pikirin yang enak-enaknya saja setelah menikah. Yang tadinya cinta, bisa loh berubah jadi benci. Kenapa? Banyak pertengkaran antara suami istri terjadi karena belum matangnya mental saat menikah. Sama-sama masih egois, sama-sama belum bisa mengendalikan diri. Sehingga banyak pernikahan retak atau bahkan tumbang akibat kurang kesiapan mental ini. Jadi ketika ingin menikah, bukan soal gedung resepsi, baju pengantin, atau wedding organizer dulu ya guys, melainkan persiapan diri dan calon pasangan terlebih dahulu. Setidaknya ada 4 persiapan yang perlu diperhatikan. Pertama, persiapan fisik, mental, finansial, dan wawasan.
So, jangan sampai menikah sekedar asal-asal saja ya guys. Tapi pastikan dirimu mempersiapkan sebaik-baiknya, agar rumah tanggamu menjadi surga di dunia, bukan malah sebaliknya.
Semoga bermanfaat ya guys.